This is from the Petty Corner. I'm Petty Diana, and today I have Elijah Swift-Smith here with me. Welcome to the Petty Corner.
What's going on? I'm happy to
That,
be here.
do you know that's like kind of really hard to say? Swift-Smith. Like it's like a tongue twister a little bit.
Yeah, but once you get used to it, it rolls off the tongue, really smoothly. Elijah, Swift, Smith, unless you have a list, but then that might mess you up.
Yeah, no, I just need to put a little bit more umph into it next time.
Yeah, no, we're good.
But you have a fight coming up against, I'm really bad at names, so my son always roasts me for this, but Tosh, Toshiomi
Yeah,
Kazama.
yeah.
August 9th on the Roman Dolidze card coming up. So not this weekend, next weekend in Las Vegas. How are you feeling going into this fight?
I feel good. I'm just excited, one, to just get back out there and fight for the best organization in the world, the UFC, and I feel like I have a really good. I feel like I have a favorable matchup, and I want to go out there and leave a statement. Not leave it in the hands of the judges. And if I've been telling everybody that I'm gunning for that finish, so I'm really excited for this fight.
Yeah, I was going to ask you because after your last fight, you said, I feel like since I've been in the UFC that nobody has been able to see who Elijah Swift Smith is. And I'm just ready to show that. So are we going to see that next weekend?
100%. I feel like in the first, the contender series and the debut, you guys have seen that I can strike, I can wrestle, I can grapple. You guys seen that I've had grit. But now I want to go out there and I want to put on a beautiful performance and go get this finish. I've done it in the, on the local scene. I've done it in the regional scene for Fury. And now I want to do it on the biggest, scene in the world, the biggest promotion on the UFC. And I want to show everybody why, Dana White, one, gave me an opportunity to fight on the contender series, and two, why he gave me a contract.
I love it. Okay, and then I saw some clips of you training at Factory X. Is that something that you normally do in your fight camps, or is it something new that you've been implementing into this fight camp?
No, I've been doing that for a while with Factory X. We have a good relationship. My dad, he trained up there at Factory X, so we have he's always had a good relationship with Mark Montoya and all those guys. So um, although we live in the Springs there in Denver, only about an hour and away. So just to go up there and get some different looks and be around greatness like Chris Gutierrez, Isaac Bulgarian, Jonathan Martinez, Yusuf Zalal, all those guys, AJ Cunningham. Like it's really cool to go up there and not just get to work with them, but also learn from them.
Yeah. No, I love it. And it probably makes you better too, training with some of those guys who are in the top rankings and who are veterans of the sport. But you said after your last fight that you wanted to fight 3 times this year. You fought in February, and now here we're in August. It kind of still leaves time for a third fight. Do you still feel like you want to fight one more time this year after this fight?
Yeah, whether if it's one more time or two more times. I mean, ever since I started my fight career, I always said like if I'm going out there and I'm winning and I'm not, leaving with a crazy cut or a broken bone or something like that, let's keep this train going. Let's keep rolling. I really wanted to get back in there a lot earlier than August. We were asking for June. I wanted to fight on that O'Malley card in Jersey because I got a lot of family out in Jersey, but it's all good. We go out there and we win this fight. I would like to fight in MSG. I know that'd be a reach. There's probably other people who are a little bit more deserving, but if they're looking for somebody, I'll be available. Or when they come back to Colorado, I don't know when they come back to Colorado, they better get me on the card. But either way, after this fight, I do see myself getting another fight, at least 3, and who knows, maybe I get 2 extra ones.
Yeah, you got to get that highlight reel this time. You said you have a lot of family in New Jersey. Are you originally from the East Coast, or is like your dad originally from the East Coast?
Yeah, it's my pops. My pops, he's from Jersey City, and I got a lot of family out in New York. My great grandmother, she's still living in New York. My grandfather, who's never seen me fight, have never seen me. They've seen me fight, but they haven't seen me fight live. So that's the reason why I really wanted to get on that O'Malley card because it was in Newark, New Jersey, and that would have been perfect. But I just stay back. I'm the new guy in the promotion, so I just wait until they give me a call, and they finally gave me a call for August. We're back at the Apex. I have no problem. Just as long as the money doesn't change and it increases, I don't care where we fight. I have suggestions, but it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, so that New York, it's been going around like Twitter and stuff. I don't know if the UFC officially announced it, but November 22nd, it's going to be JDM versus Islam. So maybe they got to get you on that card so your family can finally come watch
Hey,
you because
hey,
Jersey City's right there.
come on, give me the call, Dana. I'm always ready, for whoever. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then also in your last fight against Morales, you said people were kind of like talking about you saying that you gassed out towards the end. Do you feel like you kind of proved them wrong last time?
Yeah, I feel like I definitely proved them wrong because I mean they only saw like what I did on the Contender Series, and what they don't know again, which is another reason why I feel like Dana White really liked my performance and decided to give me a contract because I took the fight on short notice, and before the fight, before I even got the call, I had just fought in July, and I decided to I fought in July. I fought a guy named Josh Walker. Then I decided to take me and my girlfriend out, and we went on vacation out in California. And then as soon as I got back, they gave me a call. So it was like a quick turnaround, and of course that was the first vacation that I did that I've ever been on that I just straight just ate, chilled, and just really enjoyed myself. So coming back and getting a call up, it was like, okay, I gotta, you know, get back in shape as quick as possible. So I mean, and even then, I felt like I was good. I don't really care about the critics. I just let the fight do its talking. If they want to say I gas out, I hope you guys live on that. If any of my opponents wanna live on a chance of, hey, on the third round, Eli, we're gonna get him in the third round, then it might just be too late. And I feel like that's exactly what happened with Aaron Towle, and with Vince Morales. Vince Morales, I feel like he was waiting for me to gas out. I feel like that was their whole game plan. But I told him, I was like, you give me a full fight camp, I promise you, that guy on the Contender Series ain't gonna be the same guy.
Love it. Hey, but calories don't count on vacation, by the way, in my book, because I'd be
Nah.
eating all the good stuff too. So I completely understand. I'm glad you got to enjoy yourself.
Oh yeah.
But prior to the UFC, you had a fight against Robert, the real deal Trujillo, and he was undefeated in MMA, and he just so happens to be the power slap champion right now.
Dog, straight dog, crazy, crazy guy.
Yeah. No, so he was like undefeated in MMA until he met up with you, and then it went to a decision, and then I believe he has one no contest or loss on his power slap record, but it was literally an exhibition match, so I don't even count it. He came in, been super dominant. But could we ever see a rematch with you and him? Like, would you ever do power slap?
Oh hell no, no, no. I mean, if the money's right, if it makes sense and the money's right. But when I fought Robert Trujillo, we knew that Robert Trujillo, he has some power, and I don't think I want to line up across from him and let him get a free lick on me. I don't. I've seen what he's done with all those guys out in power slap. I don't think I want to do that. Nah, I'm good. No, I'll say it. I don't care. He'll knock my ass out. I know he will. I've seen it
Well,
multiple times.
in all fairness, he's got it figured out because he's had so many matches already. So like when you first go in, it's like you're learning the technique and everything. But he's got it figured out, and he's been
Yeah,
knocking everybody out since
he's down
since he
pat.
started. So
Yeah, I had him on a podcast on one of my podcasts, and he
I
came in.
did watch that one.
Yeah, and
It
he
was
was
right after he got the belt.
yeah, exactly. It was crazy, and I actually was. We were there out in Vegas when he got the belt, and that was pretty cool to see, and just to be at the Power Slap event. Outside from the outside looking in, when you're not there live, I get it. People say it's stupid or whatnot, but when I finally went to a live event, a live Power Slap, man, it was electric. I actually enjoyed myself. It was like each slap was like equivalent to it could be a home run. Cause I like you never know which slap is gonna put the guy down, and I had a good time. I enjoyed watching it, and it was at the Fountain Blue, and I feel like the production was great, and it's only growing bigger and bigger. So I mean, yeah,
Hey, maybe we'll see you at the next one in Vegas. It's October 3rd, right before UFC 320.
Who's fighting on that? Who's the UFC three?
The UFC 320 is Ankalaev and Pereira 2, and then it's Marab and Corey Sanhagen.
That oh man, I
And you
Pereira
wait, and Yuri and Khalil Roundtree.
Pereira. I want Alex Pereira to win that fight because yeah, when we went to go watch Robert Trujillo at the Power Slap, that was the same weekend that that was the first fight with Alex Pereira and Ankalaev, and we were there as well. So we went to the Power Slap fights, and then we went to the UFC fights, and man, that was a hard one. I mean, it was a great event, but I really wanted Alex Pereira to win, and I hope in this rematch he can, right his wrongs and get that belt back. Alex Pereira, he's good for MMA. He's good for UFC.
Yes. So maybe you just need a redo, and you got to go to Power Slap and then
I
UFC
know, right?
320.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay. So you are still currently working your job that you were doing before you got into the UFC. Is there is it your goal to completely quit your job? And if so, is there a time frame or like certain things have to happen before you do that?
Um, Nah, really, I could quit my job right now. I'm really good with my money and with financial literacy, but I'm greedy. I always want more, and I always like that security. Like, if it all ended today, could I go back? But I mean, it will get to a point where I will have to walk away from my job, and they've always been supportive, giving me all the time that I've needed for every single one of my fights. When I made my amateur debut, I was working at this job, and yeah, they've been treating me nice and giving me whatever I need to in order to be successful. But for me, I would say it would take, even if I go out, when I go out there and get this win and get this bonus, whether if it's via submission or knockout, I'm gonna get this bonus. I still will go back to work on Monday. You guys they'll still see me at work on Monday. It's gonna take about like two bonuses for me to, all right, guys, all right, I'm gonna walk away. Just because I'm always thinking about the future and security and everything, especially with my family, with my daughter, and so yeah, I'm always thinking about like what's next, what's the best move what's gonna put me in the best position. So, but till then, yeah, you guys will still see me at Subaru as a express advisor.
I love it. How old is your daughter?
My daughter, she just turned 6 on the 22nd of this month. So yeah,
Aw.
getting
Well,
ready to
happy
go to
birthday to
work.
her.
Thank you.
Hey, and Tatum's going to be waiting for you at work because she got some hands to throw.
Yo, she was already like giving me shit. I was like, damn, like dude, like yeah. I'm like, hold on, you wasn't giving this energy in the video. I was like, everybody thinks you're all nice and sweet, but they don't know the real you.
No,
She,
I saw right through that nice and sweetness.
oh man,
I called it out.
yeah, I'm telling
No, that was funny. Okay, so seeing your coworkers and their stances, which one would you pick to bring to a street fight with you?
you. Definitely. All right, this one's gonna surprise you. I'm bringing Chris H. And he had the goofiest stance. But the reason why I'm bringing him is because he's the only one out of all of them that actually does jujitsu. He's actually a blue belt in jujitsu. So, and as 90% of these street fights, most of the time, they're going down to the ground. So I know, and he's a strong guy. So I know that he'll be able to handle himself very well. So, or Chris H. I'm taking him.
Hey, I'm bringing Tatum and Reese.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man.
Oh, no, but I mean the awkward stance with Chris H though, because it was kind of like awkward. It reminded me of Dreykus. So it's like
Oh
his
yeah, yeah.
awkward fighting style. So it's like you got to take him.
You know what they say with Dreykus, win by whatever. I don't know, man. That guy. He just goes out there. He's one of those guys that just knows how to win. And it might not be the prettiest way to win, but he's gonna find a way to win. It's worked for him. I mean, he's undefeated in the UFC, and he's the champ, which is why
Yes.
I'm really excited to see what. And also, it looks like he's always tired in his fights, but it seems like he always gets a second wind. But I can't wait to see him in Chimaev fight.
Yes.
That's gonna be a good one.
It's like a week or two after. It's like 10 days after yours. So
Mhm.
I actually interviewed John Anik before, and I asked him, "Did you ever find out who has the best cardio after Marab?" And he said Dreykus. And I was like, "Really?" And I was like, "He always looks like he gets tired." He's like, Yeah, but like the illusion of being tired and like your actual cardio, like he actually has really good cardio. So
Yeah, he does.
I'm excited to see him and Kamzat fight. Hopefully him and RDR fight because it would be quote unquote the best shit fight ever. Do you remember the
Yeah,
Izzy and Whitaker interview or podcast that they did? He's like, oh, he's the best shit fighter. So I feel like it would be the best shit fight ever because they're both kind of like sloppy and messy, but it's so entertaining and they're both really great fighters.
it's so yeah, and they're super effective on it. I'm like, man, I don't know how you guys do it, but they whatever they do, they get the job done. So I can't be mad at it. But I know that their coaches are always like, "What the hell is going on?" If I was in their corner, I'd be like, "What? This looks like two Rams going at each other right now, just straight chaos." But yeah, that would, and that's the only thing about like Chimaev that I'm like thinking about the fight because we have seen Chimaev be like a little he does get gassed out a little bit in the later rounds, even in the third round. And most of his fights has he fought a 5 rounder?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't think he's fought
I really would have loved to see him and Usman in 5 rounds because I feel like it would have been a different outcome.
Yeah, but I wonder if because Chimaev he's known for coming out like super aggressive in that first round. So I
Yeah.
wonder if he does that this fight and knowing that he has 5 rounds if he doesn't get him out in the first. So we'll see. And he's also been known for he's been out for a while with injuries and sickness. So let's see how this all plays out.
Yeah. We're going to find out soon.
Exactly.
uh, but what do you feel your path to victory against Cosma is?
My path to victory is just being myself, being swift, being fast, strong, agile, being smart, and just putting the pressure, bring the fight to him. Not being scared. We all know, like I know, I've done a lot of research. I know he's a good jiu-jitsu artist. He has a pretty decent ground game, but that's not gonna phase me. I always tell people like, it's a fight. If you're as good as you say you are, all right. Well, come Friday, Saturday, or Sunday night, whatever day the fight is, you're gonna have to prove it to me. So, yeah, I just feel like we just go out there and just bang it out, put the pressure on him, and we're gonna find out who he actually is. Which I feel like I already know who he is.
Do you feel like he's under more pressure just because of his rough, like he had a little bit of rougher start in the UFC than you did? So do you feel like he has more pressure on him to like get another win so he doesn't have, his UFC record will be 1-3 if he loses to you?
Yeah, I think, and it's not even the record. I feel like definitely the pressure is all on him. But for him is keeping his job. You go 1-3. You might see yourself outside of the promotion. So I can only imagine that he's been because his last fight was last year August 10th. So about a full year since his last fight. So I can only imagine that he wants to come out here, get a good win, and keep himself in the company. And with that's why we've been training. I'm training for the best him because if I was in his position, man, I'm training day and night. I'm working my ass off. I'm making sure that I'm staying in this company, and I'm not gonna take another loss. Unfortunately for him, he has to fight me. So I hope he brings it.
I love it. Okay, I'm going to name some names and I just want you to say the first word that comes to your mind when you think of them.
Okay.
Corey Sandhagen.
Tricky.
I love it. Okay. Piotr Jan.
Oh man. Resilient.
Yes. Okay. Umar Nurmagomedov.
Umar. Oh man. Mountain Man.
Sean O'Malley.
Fancy.
I dig it. Okay. And then Marab.
Oh, easy. That one's machine.
I love
Really?
it.
That guy,
Okay. So
easy.
do you have any sponsors that you want to shout out?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to my sponsors, Shield Health and Fitness. They've been giving me and shipping me out a bunch of like KT tape to help with my fight camp. I want to give a shout out to Centaur Boxing, helping me get my boxing right, and Sheath Underwear. Always got to keep. They have the best underwear. Grip Strength. They've been working on my body, giving me massages once a week, acupuncture, and also is there one more? If there's any that I'm missing out, Jackson and also Santos Studio. I want to give a shout out to everybody. If I'm missing you, I do apologize, but everybody that's been in my fight camp for this, really I like to say for the last 6 months, because we just been going and just waiting for a fight. So I just want to give a thanks to everybody and also my team, Victory MMA.
I love it. Well, Elijah, I just want to say thank you so much for your time, and good luck to you in your next fight. I cannot wait to see the outcome.
Thank you. I appreciate chatting with you.
Thank you.